You'll find a Mets fan. Let's go. Let's go. This is a Mets year for all your Mets here. Let's go. Bring it home. Bring it home. Bring it home
SHEA Stadium, the big story, Mets 86. Exciting, thrilling, awesome. Let's take a look.
What's up, Mets fans? Welcome back to Talking Mets and Rob. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the first ever the SHEA Bridge Show. We're here with my boy, co-host, Baseball Mike, at a live Giants event party right now, watching the Giants with a couple of Mets fans behind him. A couple of good guys from the 7-Line Army. Say, Justin, I see Nick. What's up, guys? How are you doing? What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. What's up? What's up, Nick? So those are my boys from the 7-Line. So they're hanging out right now at a Giants watch party event. Mike, what's up, baby? How you doing?
I'm doing good. These Mets, baby. Just chilling here, break bar, watching the Giants trying to beat up on the Eagles. We'll see what the score ends up afterwards, but ready to talk about some Mets, baby. Let's go.
All right, baby. All right. So once again, guys, thank you for tuning in to the first ever SHEA Bridge Show on Talking Mets and Rob. And remember, guys, don't forget to please hit on that like button. It's imperative to hit on that like button. We already got 100 people in the stream already, so we're gonna hit this big time, Mike. No doubt about it. So once again, Mike, just say if people weren't here yesterday, just let them know who you are, and what you do, buddy.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I'm Puerto Rican, Dominican. Huge Met fan. Been diehard Met fan since the Piazza era. And just, we're here to just talk about the Mets, make sure that we, really pinpoint some of the things that a lot of people don't really know about, but we really at the end of the day, it's a team effort. We're all Met
Correct.
fans. We all want to make sure they do well. We all want to make sure they win. But born and raised in Queens, and I played baseball all my life. I played in college. I played in high school. I played in Little League. So I'm just here to throw my thoughts out there and make it fun. Simple as that.
Absolutely, buddy. So, all right. So we're going to get started right away. So we won't take up too much of your time since this is an hour show. So you can drink some beer, enjoy the Giants. Again, I'm a Cowboys fan. So the Giants and the Eagles, I hate them all.
That's fine. Hey, the more rivals, the better.
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
fun. That's it.
Absolutely. That's the way I see it. So with that, always, baby, always. So with that said, Correa, once again, we got a little bit more news regarding Carlos Correa today. Earlier this morning, on MLB Network Radio, Jim Bowden said that he knows somebody that's a close friend of Carlos Correa, and he says this deal is basically done, that the language is still getting worked out, but the terms of the deal with the years and the money is basically done. Again, we have to wait and see exactly if this is true or not, but all indications are that this is probably going to happen, and there's about 98% of the Met fans that are extremely happy, and I know you are, I know I am, and I think this is the missing piece to the lineup. What do you think? If this deal happens, how excited are you going to be?
I'm going to be very excited. I mean, if you think about it, that's the bat that we've always needed. We needed that bat at the deadline. It wasn't going to happen because, he signed a contract with the Twins last year, but he's the bat that we need. He's the guy that brings in the runs, and he's a middle of the order type of guy. I know a lot of people are like, you know what? We need him at second, batting second in the lineup. It's just, a big bat needs to be in the middle of the lineup to bring in those guys. Because at the top of the order, there are people going to be on base, and it's just like, you know what? You need to bring those guys in with clutch players, and he's a clutch player, especially in the playoffs. So he would be a big gift for the Mets if Cohen does it. I don't even want to say if. I know Steve Cohen is a very smart business guy, and he will get it done. He's going to get it done. But when it happens, it's going to be a big contribution to how the Mets pull forward towards the playoffs.
100%. Exactly. I agree with you 100%. And also, Carlos Baerga all of a sudden has been the guy that's been breaking a lot of free agent signings.
I don't know how that happens. He came out of nowhere, but hey, he's right.
Also today, he went on with a couple of guys on, I think it was Instagram Live, and he said that he believes that it's going to get done. That the Twins is like a backup plan just in case if the Mets thing falls apart, which they don't believe is going to happen. So in my opinion, I think this is going to happen. I don't care about the years anymore. I don't care about the money. At this point, get that boy to third base. Let him wear the orange and blue. Let him play next to Let him play next to his best friend and get it started. And I'm sorry if I sound like I have a frog's throat. I do got the flu, guys, so I do apologize if I sound like
still working. Look at this guy.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta give the people what they want. So again, we don't know the truth. We don't know what's really going on, but there was also indications that Correa is flying out to either he's in New York already or he's flying out tomorrow. So again, we don't know if this is true or not, but you know what? Just go to LaGuardia and pick him up after you come back from the bar. All right.
No matter what, he already has a private jet.
Yeah, so you're right about that.
He's probably coming here to sign the signature to give his John Hancock to make sure that the contract really goes through. But at the end of the day, do you want to play for New York or Minnesota? And on top of that, you got Steve Cohen, who's going to give you the 300 and more. And then you have the Twins, who are going to give you 285 and less. Where would you play? Would you want to play in Minnesota with that cold weather? I don't know. New York has it too, but at the end of the day, you're going to play next to Lindor.
Exactly. And let's be honest. like, look, the Twins are a good team, right? They're not great, but they don't win. They don't make the playoffs. Unless I think the Mets are going to be a team that are going to be consistently in the playoffs going forward with Steve Cohen at the helm. But the Twins, they don't win nothing. I know the Mets don't win nothing, but you could see the Mets trending upwards, and Minnesota's kind of like at status quo. So if you're Correa,
they're stagnant. They're stagnant.
yeah, exactly. Like Correa is not going to put them over the top because they need more than Correa. And if they sign Correa to 285, say, for 10 years, they still need more. Are they going to do that? Probably not. We know Correa is coming into a team that won 101 games last year. So everybody can understand that the bullpen's better, most likely. The rotation, even if it's just as good or if not a little bit worse or better than last year, all indications are with Correa, we could be even a better team. Again, anything can happen, but I think we are a better team with him.
At the end of the day, our third base position has been a hole for years.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you have Brett Baty, then you have Eduardo Escobar, but if you put Correa at third, have you seen him in the World Baseball Classic? Like, his glove is a vacuum, and his arm is elite. So at the end of the day, you put him at third base, you cover our defensive side for third base.
Correct.
And on top of that, you have a bat in the middle of the lineup. So that's something that we needed for years. Ever since Jimmy Wright left, obviously he's our captain. He will always be our captain until the next captain, which I think Nimmo will be. But at the end of the day, like, we need someone with the glove. We need someone with the experience. We need someone that's young. And we need someone that's able to get the job done when it comes to bringing runners in. And Correa, from history, he brings those runners in. And he needs to be in the middle of that lineup. That's all I got to say.
100%. Yes. And he, in his career, he has 60 to 70 RBIs in the two-hole. That just shows you that as a leadoff hitter or a number two hitter, you don't get many opportunities with runners on base to drive in. He actually got those opportunities and did his job when there was runners on base. He drove them in. If he, 1 year, like we talked about yesterday in 2019, the 1 year he played, he batted in the middle of the lineup. He had 92, I think it was 94 RBIs. You put him in the middle of this lineup with guys who get on base, he's going to be that type of player. And let's not worry about the ankle until he's 35, 36 years old, which is like 6, 7 years down the line.
4 years, I'm fine with him in the beginning. That's fine.
Yeah.
Every player is different, but like, look at Buck Showalter. He has so many years behind him where he knows how players are, and he knows what type of players those people are going to be in that team. So Buck Showalter is going to manipulate that lineup in the best possible way. He knows players. He knows the run producers. He knows the base stealers. He knows the OBP type of players. So he knows where he's going to put them in the lineup, and he knows how he's going to mix and match this type of talent. Because, like, at the end of the day, the Mets, I think 2023 is the year.
Let's hope so. Let me just highlight the super chat that somebody posted. Everybody on the board is asking, what's the source that he's flying in? So it's not confirmed, but there's a Mets podcast, Mets Cast, that was 100% legit and 100% on the Verlander situation about when he was coming in, when the signing was going to happen, when it was official, and when the press conference before anybody else had it, they had it. Again, that was the one thing that they had about Verlander, that everything they had before anybody, it was correct. So again, I don't like putting stuff out there that I don't necessarily believe, but I feel like, and I listen to those guys a lot, the Mets Cast pod, and they're pretty good, and they were in the know everything with Verlander. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and you guys know I will call them out. Yeah, exactly. And I will call them out if they're wrong and it was just something that they just put out there just to get people excited and just to get clicks. I will call them out because I call out everybody, including myself, when there's a mistake. So at the moment,
I second that. Rob does it.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, Mike knows that. And again, that's what they said, and they were right on Verlander 100% of the time when they were going through the process of the Mets signing Verlander, and when it looked a little fishy, they said this was going to happen, and when everything was going to get signed and official. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt until they're wrong. So Camp, that's where I got that from. This is not me just throwing stuff out there because you guys know I don't do that. So Camp, Is it 100%? No, I'm going to tell you that right now. But they were right on Verlander. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt until they're absolutely wrong, and I will call them out. So, Cam, thank you for the super chat. And that's where I am on that point. But again, Jim Bowden on MLB Network Radio did say that he heard from a close friend of Carlos Correa that he's going to be a Met. Again, you can take that with a grain of salt, but you just don't know. But I'm going to take people who are in the know, or at least have been right before, and give them the benefit of the doubt until they're proven otherwise. And I think that's the way I like to do it.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
I think that's the perfect way to put it, because at the end of the day, man, Carlos Correa, he wants to be a Met. I'm sorry. I don't care what anybody says. Like, he has his kid wearing a shirt that says "I love New York" with a pretzel on it. I'm like, and Boris is very close to Cohen now. All of a sudden, it was very mixed, but like, he knows where the money is, and Carlos Correa knows that he will have a great career here as a New York Met. He's going to be with his buddy Francisco Lindor, and he's going to be manning the hot corner. So.
Exactly.
What more can you ask for? I mean, he's not going to be a shortstop, but don't get me wrong, he's built to be a third baseman.
Correct. I agree. Later in his career, I think he's going to be more of a third baseman, only because of that ankle. And I think it's going to be important, to be honest with you.
Less movement, and he'll be fine. And he'll do great here. He has a great bat, he's clutch, and he's got the arm that we always needed. Simple as that.
Exactly. All right, so we're gonna move on to the next topic, which is improving the bench. We know a couple of guys on the bench already, right? We don't know the 26-man roster coming up north after spring training, but we have a kind of idea, right? So the bench right now, if we do sign Correa, will probably be Escobar at the DH or possibly on the bench. Beatty might be on the bench. You'll have Vogelback at this moment. Ruff, Guillermo, and Nito. Do you think that we can get somebody else, like a fourth outfielder, or just another guy that's a utility guy, like either a Mancini or Duvall, to fill out that bench and put him in different spots in the lineup for a couple of days a week?
Well, when it comes to money, Steve Cohen, it doesn't matter. So we can literally pick any type of free agent and he'll get them. But you want to look at the chemistry. Obviously, Duvall looks like a great choice. And it's a right-handed bat, which is needed because we traded J.D. Davis at the deadline for Ruff. Ruff is going to be gone. So at the end of the day, you want a fourth outfielder who can run and who can field the ball. So the one person that comes into my mind is homegrown, and it's Khalil Lee. I think Khalil Lee will be a great fourth outfielder at the point. At this point, I feel like he would be a great bench piece because. And here we go with the shot. Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
All from Great Bar. All great stack. But at the end of the day, I think Khalil Lee would be a great fourth outfielder because number one, he's already proven himself on the glove side, and he has speed. So if you want to go for Duvall, sure, but I don't know how that dynamic of personality is going to mix with the Mets. So it just depends. But
yeah,
we have all the money in the world. Like I could go into the relief pitching side, but like I'm gonna hold off on that. But we're talking about pinch hitters. We're talking about fourth outfielders. So I think Khalil Lee would be a great addition. We don't have to spend any money.
True. The only thing that would kill Lee, he's a lefty. So I don't know if the Mets want another lefty. But again, you could be right about that. I mean, Khalil Lee's probably gonna get an opportunity to make the team. But the way the Mets have been going, they're probably going to sign somebody else because that's what they've been doing all offseason. So, but again,
probably Duvall. We'll see.
Well, like I said, I don't mind Duvall as long as they get Correa, because if you just get Duvall and not Correa, it's it's not exactly what I want. John, I'm sorry. It was Mets Cast Pod for the podcast that tweeted about that. And I actually retweeted. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, or did I take a picture of it? Hold on. I think I took a picture of it. Yeah.
I follow you. I got you.
Did you see that? Yeah, because I know I retweeted it somewhere. Okay. So, yeah, I did put that up there. But, yeah, just check that out, guys. Again, I don't throw nothing out there that I don't retweet or that I don't put up on the thing. So it's not something that, I pulled out of my ass or something like that. So don't worry about that. Again, I don't know if it's true or not. But, again, you know what? All news is news that should be out there if you believe it or not. It makes sense to just put it out there because you just never know.
We'll see what happens. I mean, he can be flown out here because he does have a private jet because of Steve Cohen. So it is possible. And I feel like that actually.
Mike, what's your Twitter handle?
I gotta find it. Oh man, hold on 1 second. Let me
All right, no problem. I had to look sometimes too. I sometimes forget about that, which is crazy.
It's Baseball Mike 711.
Okay. Is it one word?
711. Yeah.
It's one word.
No underscores. Baseball Mike 711.
There you go. There you go. Baseball Mike 711, guys. So you can follow him on Twitter. And all right, so we talked about the bench and what we could use. Everybody just assumes that the next bench piece is going to probably be a fourth outfielder or somebody that can play multiple positions. Possibly, at the moment, who is our backup first baseman? That's what I'm curious about. Even though Alonso don't get a lot of days off, he is going to DH sometimes. And now that Dominic Smith's not a part of the issue, it's probably going to Ruff? Like, and I don't think Ruff's going to be here. So
he's a rough player. I mean, at the end of the day, Darren Ruff is it Darren Ruff? He's I don't even know about his glove because he hasn't been playing so well because of his bat. So, I mean, his bat was nowhere to be found towards the deadline and towards the end of the year. So we need someone with a big right-handed bat. And I get that, but for first base, I'm not too sure. I mean, who do we have in the minors? Could Beatty? I don't know. To give him some reps.
I know Vientos can play first base, but I don't think the Mets are going to bring him up. To be honest with you, I don't think so.
I don't know, man. He seems like a trade piece, but he's a great overall player. I mean, he has the bat, and I think he has the glove, and I think he has the arm too. I don't know. As a pinch hitter from last year, what are his stats on that?
Not good. Canna can. I know Canna can. Somebody put Canna. Ken says Canna can play first base. He did it once, but. Again, is that somebody you want to take out of left field and throw him in first? Who is not very? There go Justin. Yeah. So I'm thinking that's the thing. Because I think last year was a huge problem. When it came to not giving Pete Alonso days off completely, and I think he played too many games.
He needs the days off because.
Yes, I agree.
I'll tell you one thing about Pete Alonso. He's so committed to the Mets. He
exactly.
always is, and he really improved his glove right when he came up. He was like, you know what? I want to be a Gold Glover. And you saw some flashes of leather throughout the year and the past year too. So we need someone to give him a little bit of a break towards the end of the year so that he can be fresh for the playoffs. So
I agree.
To pick someone in that position, I'm not too sure about. I mean, the minors, I don't know if we have someone like that. I mean, you said Vientos, but if there's someone on is there someone on the free agent market
the only guy is Trey Mancini who can play first base.
I mean, he can, and he could DH too. He could be that right-handed bat if Francisco Alvarez doesn't come up.
Yeah,
at that point. So we want a veteran presence. And don't get me wrong,
I agree.
Francisco Alvarez, he hit a curveball to left field. He literally hit a home run off a curveball, and a lot of minor.
We were at that game. Exactly. It was a 7-line game. Yeah, it was a 7-line game. Yeah.
And it's so hard to hit off speed for a minor leaguer because all they see are fastballs. I mean, don't get me wrong, AAA, they see a bunch of off speed, but once it comes to the major leagues,
you're gonna see a lot more breaking balls.
He hit it.
Yep. So Kendrick says, drinks on Mike at the Jim Beam bar when Citi Field opens up.
I got you.
Yo, that's what we live there, so don't worry, guys. We'll be there. You can find us. I promise you that.
I'll always be around the Jim Beam bar. Always around the 7-Line area. We'll always be there.
And the SHEA Bridge.
SHEA Bridge too. Always. It's all connected.
Yep, exactly. All right, so we're gonna go back to the bullpen options now. Again, we talked about it yesterday, but we're going to get a little deeper into it since some people weren't here yesterday. So the bullpen options, we're at it again, right? We're at Chafin. Gregory Soto got traded to the Phillies. That was the guy that I thought the Mets were going to go after. that helps their bullpen, doesn't help ours. Again, they need more help in their bullpen than we need help in our bullpen. But I think we're one pitcher away, and I think we're one lefty away. Again, we talked about Liam Hendricks. If we can get Liam Hendricks, maybe I'll be okay with just the one lefty and Rayleigh in the bullpen, because Hendricks will make this bullpen elite. And I think you agreed with me yesterday about that. But if you had an option between Chafin and Hendricks, all right, the trade situation might be an issue, but let's what would you do if it's not too much trade wise to get Hendricks? Would you want Hendricks or Chafin?
I can tell you one thing: you can't go wrong with having multiple lefties in a bullpen, especially when it comes to the Mets. Like, Chafin would be a great addition. But why hasn't he been signed already? He did great last year with the Tigers. And for Liam Hendricks, if the price is right when it comes to the trade value, like if we just give her Escobar and maybe another minor leaguer or something like that, it'll be great. Because like, if you look at our bullpen right now, it's elite, but it would take it to the next level if we bring another closer in. We have Robertson, we have Diaz, then we have Liam Hendricks mixed in.
Yeah.
Three-headed, four-headed monster, depending on who you mix in. And Buck Jolt is the perfect guy to mix in the bullpen. So he's a great baseball guy. But like, I would love Liam Hendricks, but if we were gonna go low on it, Chafin would be a great addition too, because we need another lefty. I mean, we have David Peterson, who will probably be a fifth or sixth starter, and then mix it in the bullpen too. But like, how reliable is he?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. And I agree. And like I said, I don't think any of those options are bad, right? I don't think at all. Like if the Mets say they sign Chafin tomorrow, most people will be happy with that. If they trade for Hendricks, everybody's going to probably be even more happy with that. So I think it's a win-win no matter which way they go. But I don't think they can stay stagnant and not do anything else in the bullpen. I think they need one more arm.
They need another addition to that bullpen. They need
because if you get more of a solid bullpen, a bullpen that's already looking on paper really, really good, it protects your rotation for later into the season and the playoffs. And I think that's important with all the guys at the top of the rotation.
Especially for Verlander and Scherzer, they need the days off. They need more time. They need to just go through the first couple of innings and then just let it go to the bullpen. We need a strong bullpen for this team. And I think Saquon's going to do that,
Give me 1 second. I'm asking somebody a question for you to do.
For me to do what?
Yeah, here you go. You're going to see the honor right there. Should Mike take a shot for the channel? What do you think, guys?
What do you think? You let me know.
We're going to see in the comments. We're going to see the comments for a second. But yeah, I do agree with you.
Keeping it professional.
Let's see. When people start commenting, we'll see. But yeah, I do. All right. So people are saying yes. Now they want you to shotgun a beer. That's better. But hey, we gotta keep it PG at least. All right. So Mike, it's up to you if you want to take the shot, buddy.
I'll keep it here for now. I'll do it towards when I have to leave. I'm gonna keep it.
There you go.
Let's go, Mets, baby.
See, that's why I like Mike, because. So if you're looking at the chat right now, Grant in the green right there, he owns a couple of bars in Texas and I think a couple other places, and in Houston in particular. So if you ever go to Houston, he got the bar to go to. I'm telling you. Yeah, exactly.
I have a couple of people that live in Texas. I know Austin and then I know Houston. So
yo, people want you to take shots. Yeah, people want you to take the shot, man. There's a lot of yeses on here.
Rob, I'm going to leave that up to you, but I choose against it. So
you choose against it? Well, you know what? I want you to do it. How about that?
You want me to do it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead, buddy. Let's go. Here we go.
Mets, baby. Let's go.
That's good. There you go. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. That's my boy right there. There you go. No reaction. No reaction. He's burning right now, but that's okay. It's all right. It's all good. There we go. I love it. You see, this is what we do here. Not really, all right, we get wasted sometimes, but, what else you going to do when the Mets lose, right?
But we always take professional. We always want to make sure everybody's having a good time. So
correct.
If the commenters want me to take a shot, we'll take a shot. But it's not going to be any more than that. That's all I got to say.
Exactly, man. So there you go. All right, so we went over everything we needed to go to: the Correa, the bench, the bullpen, fourth outfielders. So everybody who's in the comments right now, if you want to ask a question to me or Mike, put them in the comments now while we still talk about other stuff that I'm going to bring up. But if you want to comment, ask a question, just let us know, and we'll be good to go. So, Mike, once again, you said you were going to spring training, right? Or you're not sure yet, right?
I want to go to spring training and opening day, so I'm trying to figure it out. Either way, they're both Florida, so I'm down to go to both.
Okay, yeah. Well, you already know. I'm already going. I already said everything. Everything's booked, ready to go. So I'm ready to get baseball. Correct. You ain't kidding. You are not kidding. All right. So somebody asked the question, what will we do with McGill? That's a good question, actually. So what will we do with McGill? Mike, what do you think?
McGill, you see, like, it's tough with him because he already had an injury. I think he'll be great in the bullpen, long relief. The reason why I say that is because he tends to tire out after the fifth inning. It's just like a Seth Lugo type of situation. He has a plus fastball. Like, if you look at him in the bullpen last year, I don't know how the splits are. I don't know how the ERA was, but he seemed a little bit more comfortable towards the bullpen. I mean, obviously he threw that combined no-hitter, and I was there for that. That particular day, and he was on it. But like, I feel like if he has a plus arm, like he has a plus fastball, like the bullpen, he'll be one of the key bullpen type of players that you need, especially if a starter doesn't do well. You put him in, that's our guy. Seth Lugo's gone. McGill.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point because I'm more comfortable putting McGill as like a long man in the bullpen, and like you said, if a starter's having a bad day, you take him out, throw McGill in there. I mean, in my opinion, I think they're gonna leave Carrasco as the number 5 starter because they paid him $14 million, and
cheaper than any other starter.
Correct. And McGill and Peterson, they can be guys in a bullpen. If the Mets decide not to go after Chafin or Hendricks, give McGill and give Peterson a shot. And I do think McGill is that Swiss Army knife, the guy that you could throw in the rotation if somebody gets hurt, and a guy who can be a long man and maybe in key spots in the bullpen, like in the 5th or 6th inning, throw him out there. And he's got the stuff to do so. And you know what? He's young, and I think that's a good way to keep him healthy as well.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to keep him healthy and keep the MPH higher. Like, have you seen David Peterson when he was put into the bullpen? He threw 97, 98, and he's a lefty.
Exactly.
So it's just
they're much stronger.
Yeah, so you have a lot of stamina, you have a lot of rest, and on top of on top of that, he has less innings. So he's not going to get tired out easily. He's throwing that flamethrower type of fastball. And then he has his off speed too, which he learned from DeGrom. So if you got that guy as a long relief type of player in the bullpen, that's a key weapon. Weapon.
I agree, 100%. All right, so we got an interesting comment a question from Joe. What would an Alonzo McNeil contract look like? Mike, you got any ideas?
I mean, I don't think more than 5 at this point. More than 5 years. I mean, I don't know if Alonzo will take it. I think Alonzo wants to end as a Met. For McNeil, he's already 29 going on 30?
I think, he's in the 30, 4 or 5 years for him.
Yeah, I mean, 4 to 5 for McNeil. For Alonzo, how old is Alonzo? 26, 27?
I think he's 27, 28. Yeah, around that age. Yeah.
I mean, you got the home run, single season home run champion. So I don't know, man. For Alonzo, he's gonna want a pretty penny, and I mean, DeGrom was looking for that, but he's a little bit older. But Pete Alonso, if we lose Pete Alonso, we need to retain him for a Met, man. He's a Met.
Yeah,
he's a Met.
I think he's going to be a career Met. Looking at
gonna
like
sign him.
what guys like Devers has got, who's around, who's a little bit younger than Pete Alonso, but like guys like that, guys that stick around. I could see Pete Alonso getting Aaron Judge type contract, not as high as 350 or anything like that, but I think you can get him for probably 7, 8, 9 years, around the 280 mark, around that, like just under 300. A little bit of a team. A little bit of a team-friendly deal, but something where Pete Alonso would be like, 28, 27, 28, $30 million a year. I think he would take that because he does want to be a Met. McNeil, on the other hand, I would say 4 or 5 years. Like 4 or 5 years, maybe you get him, give him like
5 is the tops. It's like he's 29, going on 30. It's just like a lot of things can happen.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a utility guy, so he's all over the place. Great bat, but it just depends.
I agree. McNeil, that's my boy Justin. Let's see. You know what? You see, I agree. It's like 4 years, 5 years, around 65, $70 million. I think maybe what is that, like $14, $15 million a year? I think McNeil deserves that. He's a batting champion. He's a guy. He finally realized that he's not a home run hitter, and he's a guy who hits for average and gets on base. Exactly.
Just put the ball in play. You'll be fine.
So
he always does that.
Exactly. So Joe, thank you for the question. Let's see what else we got. Where the hell are the comments? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hold on. All right. So Mothman says Correa will 100% be a Met. Bank on it. I agree. I think we agree with that. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Mothman. Thank you. Let's see what else we got. All right. Everybody was going on about the shots. We like that. Well, there's a lot of comments, guys. Sorry. Let me just make sure. All right. Hector, my boy from high school. All right. What's good, guys? Can't wait for the season. What do you guys think about the Phillies trade to get Gregory Soto? I can't believe the Phillies want 2 lefties that can throw a strike for their life. That's true. Soto is definitely he is a little bit wild, but he is a very good pitcher. And we were talking about this Alvarado, who's the other lefty that is a flamethrower. So what do you think about the trade, and what do you think about the Phillies in general? Thank you, Hector, for the comment.
So the Phillies, they're bolstering their lineup because, look, the NL East, no matter what, that's the toughest division in Major League Baseball. If you look at it, I don't know about the Miami Marlins. Even the Miami Marlins, are kind of like a thorn in the side when it comes to playing with them. But you got the Phillies, you got the Mets, you got the Braves. Those 3 on top, it's going to be a tough division. And at the end of the day, if you look at the bullpen for the Phillies, they needed another lefty. And if you look at another flame-throwing lefty like Soto, put him with Alvarado. What's his name? Alvarado,
yeah.
Alvarado, yeah. So you put him with him. They can't throw a strike, but you don't have to throw a strike to strike out a batter.
Yep, I agree. I agree. Look, the Phillies are going to be good. We all know that, right? They're not going to have Harper for about almost a half a season because he had the Tommy John surgery. So that's going to hurt their lineup. But it's not like they're not going to be a good team. Turner's going to help them. And Gregory Soto is going to be a good piece of that bullpen. They still need more help in that bullpen. Remember, we took Robertson from them. So they need help in that bullpen as well. And I do think that, correct. And, again, the Phillies are going to be good, but you know what? Because of the balanced schedule, and we don't play teams 19 times anymore, we play them only 13 times, we're not going to see the Phillies and the Braves as much as we did the last couple of years. So it's going to come down to, outside of your division, can you dominate? And that's the most important thing.
That's where it sums up. That's where it all comes down to. So,
all right, guys. So I'm going to keep on looking for the comments and the questions. Just give me a second. Let's see. Let's see. Some people are saying 10 to 12 years, 320. That's interesting.
320. They upped it? No way.
I don't know. We'll see. It's interesting though. But Christian says, a member of the channel actually, Alonso is a bigger risk long term than McNeil. McNeil is a 4.5 2 player, while Alonso is 11 to 2 player. Alonso's defense metrics are terrible. Yeah, right. I think Alonso has made extremely good strides defensively, and I don't care what the metrics say. Like, look, he's not going to be Keith Hernandez. We know this, right? We know he's not going to be Keith Hernandez. He's not even going to be probably a great first baseman defensively. But you know what? From when he came up, remember, before he came up, that was the biggest concern, was his defense. Like, he was basically the Alvarez of first base coming up from the minors from him, right? So he's been better, right? He's better at scooping up balls. He's better at, the problem that he still has a little bit of is the fact that he has sometimes that he goes too far to his right when he has the second baseman there, and now the pitcher has to cover.
I agree with you. Yep.
And that's something that is the biggest problem with him. But again, that's going to be over time. I think he's going to get better. But he is what he is. Look, he's not a butcher at first base. He makes the plays. He's got a lot better scooping. Exactly. It's not like I think he could be a little bit better, but he's not going to make or break this team defensively. And especially when you got Correa and Lindor at shortstop and third, most likely, I think you're going to be okay. So Pete Alonso is the least of my worries defensively. I would still be concerned with actually, you know what? Defensively, I think we're very solid. Like, Canner is not
even Canner. I was thinking Canner right off the bat, right when you said that, and even he's good. He's nifty.
Yes, he's not great, but he's good. He gets to every ball. Look, you want your outfielders. Correct. You want your outfielder to make the easy plays, but make that occasional really good catch. And Cannon can do that. He's not great, but he's okay. You got Marte, who's a wizard in right field with the great arm. And you got Nimmo, who, again, I'm not the biggest fan of Nimmo defensively. I think analytics has been a big part of him being a better defensive player.
Yep.
But he became a better defensive player because of those analytics. Again, I would never give him 8 years, but you know what? Money's not an object to Steve Cohen, so we got our leadoff hitter back. And I want to ask you, I know you were at the 7-line game when Nimmo made that catch against the Dodgers. I was
100%.
What do you think about Nimmo defensively?
I feel like he's in his prime, so he can get to that defensive center field caliber.
Okay.
I think later down the road, he's a corner outfielder.
Okay. Yeah, you see, we talked about that.
Maybe a couple of years he'll be a center fielder, but I feel like someone else is going to be the center fielder, and he's going to be manning center fielder.
I agree. So the Mets have a top prospect in Alex Ramirez. He's the fourth prospect.
100% he's going to be a center fielder.
He's going to be the center fielder in the future if he pans out.
Yeah.
Right? And again, if obviously prospects we never know, but he's getting better and better every year, Alex Ramirez, and he is projected to be a center fielder. Again, he might get too big for center field and might have to be a corner outfield. But if he still trends to be a center fielder, I would not be surprised if Nimmo in 3 to 4 years will be a left fielder, in my opinion, or maybe even a right fielder.
I can see
most likely left field, because he has no arm. Exactly. See, we're on the same page with that. Again, yes. We got a center fielder and a left fielder that have terrible arms, and Marte with the gun. And that's not ideal, because the one thing I can't stand about Nimmo, even though I love him as an offensive player, when you got ground balls, because he plays so deep, right? And he gets base hits up the middle, guy on first base, that guy's going first to third, because there's no way Nimmo's throwing him out because he plays so deep and he has no arm. Also, at second base,
I would take a turn on that base if I saw him in the outfield.
Yeah, and you know what? It's been exactly. He's been time and time again, and then same thing. Base hit up the middle, guy on second. He's coming home, no throw. Like he's not going to make the throw, and that's okay. And it's not great, but Nimmo is his big, I would say, importance of this team is his offensive capabilities. Getting on base, for the big boppers behind him. And that's why he got that big contract, not because of his defense, because of his offense.
Yeah. True. I agree. 100%.
Well, my buddy Ken here in the comments saying that Nimmo doesn't play so deep. Yes, he does. If you look in, just look at the Dodgers game when he made that catch. He was basically about 5 steps from the warning track. he plays that deep. He plays very deep, and
He does.
he does not play average center field. He plays a deep center field because the analytics, with what they told him to be a better center fielder, you have to play deeper because he's terrible going back on balls. He's better coming in on balls, but that's going to have a lot of bloop hits and a lot of base hits going up the middle that are going to get runners turning, going first to third, going second to home on ground balls, even hard hit ground balls. And again, this is not killing Nimmo because the Mets needed Nimmo. It's not even.
That was a piece that we could not risk losing.
Correct.
Simple as that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love Nimmo offensively, so I can't completely kill him. But Nimmo plays too deep for my liking. Again, if it helps him catch more balls, fine. Going back on balls, he's better gap to gap catching balls because he plays so deep. But he does not play a normal center field, and he doesn't, because when he played a normal center field, he wasn't a good center fielder. Now he is.
Yeah.
Well, it's true. A lot of balls fell in last year, and again, I think Nimmo is going to be fine. So again, I can't kill Nimmo defensively in center field every single day because he's been good. He hasn't been a butcher. He's not Dominic Smith in left field. He's not Lucas Duda in left field.
My God. I don't want
He's
to
not that at all. But listen, I'm not going to be the one to say Nimmo is not the guy to not have on his team, because I think he was going to be crucial to be our leadoff hitter. And he's a good player, not a great player, but he is crucial to this team success. And I can't say otherwise, even though I don't like him defensively as much as a lot of people do.
I feel like he came up with a big improvement on defense. That catch with Justin Turner, that was just one catch, but it was the route he took and the way he extended his arm for that wall. It was over the wall, and it was just like he really.
And you were right there.
On his defense. Yeah. Oh my God, man, it was nuts.
Oh, I think we lost Mike there for a second.
Oh no! 1 second. Hold on. Oh no! There we go. Better?
Oh yeah, there you go.
Right,
I see it. It's not Nimmo hate, guys. It's just common sense. Again, you don't have to look at metrics to see that he plays deeper than he did 2 years ago. Oh, we lost Mike again.
I got it.
Oh, there he goes. All right. Justin, no, he's at a Giants watch party.
There's a lot of things going on.
Let's see. Jet the Met.
Everyone should come down. Everyone should come down.
Yeah, I'll be again. Well, see, it's the Giants and the Eagles, so I hate both those teams. All right, so I want to talk about channel memberships, and people were watching. People were talking about it the other day. People were emailing me, and people were commenting on my videos about channel memberships. There's 3 different channel memberships. Again, I don't force nobody to get them, but if you want it, you don't have to. When I do giveaways for the entire channel, not just the members, but for subscribers as well, members don't have to donate to the channel to be entered to win a free giveaway from the channel. When the members get the opportunity, when I do free giveaways, members actually get an entry right away, and they get multiple entries right away. So if you're just a subscriber, you got to donate to the channel to be entered to win the free giveaway. And again, it's usually a ton of stuff in the mystery box. I did it the last time. I gave freaking bottle openers. I gave hats. I gave channel stickers. I believe I gave bobbleheads. I gave like 20 to 30 things in a box that I gave to somebody that won. So that's what I usually do. Again, if Correa signs, I want to do like a Correa shirt and Correa like photo with the Mets jersey on, something like that, and a couple of channel stuff that I have that I give to somebody. And of course, I got about 200 bobbleheads, so I give those away too. So that's what's something that I'm gonna do with the channel going forward. It's gonna be I'm actually gonna Mike, I don't know if you want to get on board with this, but do like a Shea Bridge shirt for the channel and stuff like that. That would be kind of cool.
Dude, I'm down. I'm
as well.
totally down for that. I'm totally down
And
for that.
people have also been asking me about merchandise for the channel. Again, I'm trying to find an actual website that actually has good quality, because I've tried 4 different companies and the quality sucks. And I'm not making anybody pay $25, $30 for a shirt, and one time you wash it, it goes away. Right? It's not happening.
Want to reach solid quality. I know what you mean.
Yeah, exactly.
Solid quality.
Yeah, exactly. So I like quality, and like I said, that's why I buy 7-Line stuff, because the quality's good. Like, I would not buy the 7-Line stuff if the quality's not good. I mean, this is a 7-Line hat. I got the 7-Line jersey behind me. Like,
Guys,
you know how
look
it
at
is.
that merch that Rob has. Look at the merch. Top quality,
Like,
baby.
Exactly. It's really good merchandise and good quality. So that's why I always hype them up all the time. And that's a good point, Justin, in the comments about JD Drew with the Red Sox many years ago. It took him 74 days to sign with the Red Sox. And again, I don't know if that was completely medical reasons. I don't remember that. I remember it took long, but I don't remember the reason. Justin, if you can elaborate on it in the comments. Oh, yeah, I do remember that it took that long, but I don't remember the cause. Was it about injury or not? I'm not 100% sure. I think Mike's taking another shot.
No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. Explosive says, I'm happy for Diaz in 2019. I thought the lights of New York were too bright for him. Yeah, I think we all thought that at the 2019 season. So yeah, look, Edwin Diaz did a complete 180 since 2019. I mean, 2019 he was worse than Armando Benitez, and that's almost impossible. So let's see. Ron asked me if I can interview ex-Mets that are retired. I've been trying. I'm not gonna lie. I've been trying. I was trying to get Art Shamsky. I was trying to get. I was also trying to get, but I have to go through the Mets because a lot of them are associated with the organization, and I have to go through the Mets to get that done. And it's not about, some of them don't ask for any money. And listen, I'll throw a couple $100 to get a ex-Met on. No problem. I actually asked when Andy Chavez was at the QBC. I asked him to come on the channel. He actually gave me the number to his agent. I swear to God. And so unfortunately, like, I spoke to the agent. For some reason, Andy Chavez is still playing all over the place in the Dominican League and all over the place. Yeah. So it's hard to get him. Ron Swoboda is another one that I have to go through the Mets. I'm trying. Don't get me wrong, guys. I am trying. But when I do, you guys will be the first ones to know. Don't worry about that. All right. Let's see. Ron, it's okay if you don't want to do the membership. Subscriber is absolutely fine with me, but some people like to be a member of the channel, and that's cool. Let's see. What is the Giants score? The Giants are still losing, right? I have the Cowboys on right now.
Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's 19-3.
Yeah. Well, when you got Davis Webb as quarterback and nobody playing, it kind of makes sense. Thank you, Ron. I appreciate it. Yeah. All right. So, what's up next? So you got about 10 more minutes until the show's over. We're gonna find out about Correa, right? I think it's gonna come to a tipping point either tomorrow or Tuesday. I believe that the Mets gave him a deadline, and if it's Monday or Tuesday, I think you have to give him a deadline.
I think it's mid-month. Mid-month they give him a deadline.
Oh God, no! I can't deal with like Carlos Correa watch day number 34 or something like that. Like, I can't.
Day 55. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that gift that's going around where the old woman from the Titanic. It's been 84 years. Like
84 years. That's exactly verbatim. Perfect.
Yeah,
that's
really.
Exactly what we're dealing with right now. Carlos Correa, make a decision, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's going to happen in the next couple of days. Either he's going to be a Met or he's not. I'm on the side of he's going to be a Met. I think they're way too far down the road to screw this all up. And Boris does not want to piss off Steve Cohen, who's basically going to be his best friend financially when it comes to a lot of his free agents. Exactly. He's basically an open vault at that point. So again, guys, there's going to be, I'm probably, depending on how I feel, because I feel like crap right now, and I already know I'm losing my voice. So if I can't do a live stream tomorrow, look, if Correa signs tomorrow or the deal's dead, I will come on with my terrible voice and just break the news, or just get the comments from you guys and just give my opinion about it, either signing or not signing. I will do that tomorrow. There ain't gonna be a Mets hostile tomorrow. I gotta drink a hell of a lot of tea. I got my Dayquil, I got my NyQuil that I'm gonna take very soon, so I'm gonna be knocked out. That's for sure. James, thank you. I hopefully will feel better. But Mike, final words before we end the stream, and we're gonna do this again every Sunday. As well, I think the Giants did something.
Let's go a touchdown. But other than that,
Oh, they got a touchdown. All right.
there's gonna be plenty of these going around the SHEA Bridge Show. Like me and Rob, like we're gonna talk the truth about the Mets. We're gonna talk anything about the Mets to make it more fun. And this is gonna be a good show to like just bring more fun to baseball and more to the Mets. And me and Rob, like we're very knowledgeable when it comes to the Mets and baseball, and it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait for 2023, baby. Let's go. LFGM.
That's right. That's all right. So I'm just gonna read a couple more comments before we end this bad boy right here. So this guy's a Yankee fan, but he's asking. I think Correa will be a Met, and MLB teams need to stop complaining about spending money, because that is what teams should be doing. And let's go Yankees. Of course you're gonna say that, but he's right, 100%. I never fault the team for spending money. Never. I was never that Met fan that says, "Oh, the Yankees are buying championships." I don't like that the Yankees were getting everybody, but I appreciated the fact that they were spending money in the big market.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what else we got.
Respect the Yankees. I have no problem with them.
Exactly. Like, I hate the Yankees just as much as every other Met fan, but I appreciate the fact that when they needed somebody, they spent money. I mean, not anymore as much, but they get the guy that they want. When they wanted Garrett Cole, they got him. When they wanted Sabathia, they got him. They did it, and I appreciate owners that do that, 100%. All right, so people are enjoying the show. Let's see. Ron says, "Great show, guys. Thanks." Victor says, "Rob and Mike doing a great job. Feel better. Thank you." People saying I need vitamin D. No, probably vitamin C more.
Vitamin C. That's it. Keep it to the C.
Listen, no Mets fan, exactly, vitamin C. Look, no Mets fan is going to complain if we win a championship in 2023. Do you think Mets fans are going to care?
No.
If we win a championship, people say, "Oh, the Mets won a championship." You know what? Buy 2024 as well while you're at it. Why not? Right?
Yeah. Thanks.
Exactly. So, once again, guys, if you haven't hit on that like button, please hit on that like button. Let's get this show viral, baby. Let's get this show out there to more and more people. We've had around 180 to 200 people in the stream. We love it. I see everybody behind you. Who's behind you right now? I think there's somebody that I know. Let's see who we got here. We got Justin. What's up?
Justin. We got Jake Brown. We got Nick.
There we go. Yo, there we go. That's my boy right there. Love it, love it. So, once again, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the first ever SHEA Bridge Show every Sunday, 6 p.m. from the off season all the way through the season. We're gonna do weekly recaps. We're gonna do games ahead. We're gonna do breaking news during trade deadlines. Every Sunday, 6 p.m. we'll be here. Again, we have busy schedules, so sometimes it might not happen. But once again, every Sunday, 6 p.m. And Mike, you're always ready to come on the show whenever you want. If I ask you to come on the show during the week, if you want to come on, you can come on. You're always welcome, buddy. All right?
Always, my guy. Yo, guys, that's LFGM. Rob, thank you so much. Until next Sunday, baby.
Enjoy your night, buddy. Enjoy your night. Take another shot, baby. Have a good day, buddy. There you go, buddy. Have a good night. All right, guys. So that was our boy now, Baseball Mike, enjoying his time at Break Bar. I believe that's in Long Island City. So once again, guys, thank you for tuning in. I want to let Mike enjoy the day, enjoy his night. with the boys in the 7-Line. I was gonna go to that as well, but I'm not a Giant fan, and I don't like wearing a Cowboys jersey to a Giant event. That's not cool at all, and I don't like people who do that at baseball games. You know, I'm not gonna be a Mets fan going to watch a Phillies and Astros game and wearing a Mets jersey. I don't think that's cool at all. I think that's disrespecting other teams for no reason. You know, but that's my boy Mike. And once again, guys, every Sunday, 6 p.m. during the off season and during the season, we're gonna have a lot of fun. You know, we're gonna recap weekly games. We're gonna look at the week ahead, and we're just gonna talk on and on and on. And Justin, 100%. I love my Cowboys, but they're choke artists. They are like they can't beat the Commanders. I was gonna say the Redskins. Excuse me. The Commanders and Dak Prescott, I think he hit another interception 7 games in a row. My God. So once again, guys, with that said, everybody have a great night. I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and hopefully you keep on coming back for more on the channel. And once again, if there is news about Carlos Correa signing, or if the deal is 100% dead, I will come on tomorrow, even though my voice is crap. So once again, guys, everybody have a good night. As always, let's go Mets. I'll see you tomorrow if there is breaking news with Carlos Correa. Have a good night, guys. Enjoy the rest of the football games. And if you're a Jet fan, I apologize. I'm sorry. If you're a Giant fan, good luck in the playoffs. If you're a Cowboys fan, let's go Cowboys. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, guys.
You'll find a Mets fan. Let's go. This is a Mets year for all your Mets here.